Okay, today's video is going to be a little off topic, but hopefully it's interesting to some people. It's still AI related. And so I'm going to go live on Instagram right now. But in today's video, we're going to basically be building my business with AI. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Well, before I do that, I'm going to turn notifications off and make sure you guys don't see any weird stuff. Turn all this off. But broadly speaking, I'm going to basically be using AI to help guide my decision making. So right now what I'm doing is ensuring that I have basically my tracking down on the marketing side. Okay, I've ran Google Ads in the past, and for this business, right? So we're trying to grow a fintech SaaS business that is, from my experience, so new that it is hard to actually get people to go from a Google search to try this new solution, right? So what we're doing now is opting for basically content like this, and then like just organic content, organic reach, and then also like meta ads, so Facebook and Instagram ads, to basically inform the public, right? You, who of this new solution, right? Like people really don't know that this exists, so that's our goal, right? So right now, I prompted ChatGPT to basically help me install the Metapixel, and I've done that. So now we're going over some optional steps to basically optimize ad performance. And so step one, we want to set up the conversions API. And so basically we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the custom code because we're not using Shopify, WordPress, or Webflow. So we're going to use the custom API, right? So basically we're going to go ahead and press get started. We have to find this. So I'm going to go and actually merge these pages. So we have the instructions right here. And again, if you're growing your business, feel free to follow along. But I'm just going to be going live way more often now, and just working. So set up conversion API. This improves data accuracy, especially when users have ad blockers or cookies disabled. No, we want to go here. So get started. Where are we seeing get started at? And so something that I like to do, which you will see, connect data, data sets, custom conversions, integrations. So I'm not seeing where it says get started, right? So what I'd like to do is literally just take a screenshot of this page and then feed it to ChatGPT and say, I am not seeing get started. I am following option B on step 1 and am not seeing get started. Can you let me know what I'm doing wrong? And so again, and this is also like a preview or like a little glimpse of how I actually use AI to help grow my business. So thanks for the screenshot. You're almost there. Here's what's going wrong, how to fix it. You're trying to choose a pixel, but the dropdown is grayed out, which means Meta isn't detecting your pixel as eligible yet for conversion API setup. How to fix it. Verify you are the business admin. Make sure you're logged in as the business admin for both. Yeah, so I believe I am. Confirm you have Metapixel and manage ad account. So again, even though I'm confident that I am a admin already, I'm still so bad at this stuff that I basically just want to follow the instructions. Okay, so I'm going to go into here. This is me here. So I'm in people, right? Click my name. So this is the account that I am on. So I have full control of everything. I have the ad account right here, right? So I believe I'm good to go here. And then after that, manually add your pixel to your website. Even though the pixel is created, Meta doesn't consider it ready until it's active on the site. So go to Settings tab, scroll to Install Pixel. I believe it's here. Settings, integrations. Yeah, so Conversions API, like I believe my pixel is already integrated. So again, this is literally how I use AI, right? Like, and I probably talk to AI more than like anyone, any individual person. So I just literally would just use it as almost like a consultant, right? Like live play by play, like, hey, this is what I'm seeing. What do I do? And so again, it may impact how you are actually using AI in your day to day. So hopefully it's helpful. Based on that screenshot, your metapixel, yeah, perfect. So now it's forgetting like what the whole point is, right? And the whole point is we want to set up, you know, conversions API. So maybe this is the conversions API. So step one is complete. So we want to set up custom conversions. I mean, this isn't huge right now, right? Because so my offer, right, inside of Arcade is going to basically be a $50 trial. We have one thing, right? We have one offer. And it's really, really amazing, right? You get, you know, basically as many custom trading bots as you want. You get as many back tests as you want. You get all kinds of analytics and, you know, basically also like an education feature. And so it's helpful for everyone from beginners to experts in trading. But again, it's so new that it's, you know, I want to make sure that people understand that like, hey, this solution is available and it's super easy to use. So we really don't need custom conversions because we only have one offer, right? Like we don't have a trial, we don't have different offers. So I feel pretty okay leaving this out for right now. So test your events. Events manager, go to test events tab. Okay, so we will actually test events. So event manager, we want to go to test events here. Cool. Believe this is it. Nope. So we may just want to go here. No. Right here. Perfect. So we just literally want to go right here, test events. And I believe if we go back, cool. Yeah, so we have it here. That's awesome. So, I mean, hey, maybe we actually want to track custom events. Fuck it, we're going to track custom events. Yeah, and we want to track custom events because we want to make sure that like when a lead registers, we want to track that. So if we're not already tracking it, we want to track it, right? And hopefully it's just like a page view. Name, how you identify it. So we want to go lead, description, and again, there's another concern that I have because we have the obviously the main website, which is our normal domain, arcade.io, but also we have the domain for the app, which is a subdomain, right? tradelab.arcade.io. So again, we're going to go lead. I'm going to go beta offer, right? This offer will not be available forever. So we're going to go lead for the beta offer. I'm not gonna put a description. Actually, maybe I'll put the beta offer here, right? Beta offer. We'll go 50, 500 is what we're currently offering. So $50 a month or $500 a year is what we're currently offering. And yeah, we want that pixel. We want this here. Event, all URL traffic. Okay, we really don't have. Okay. Okay. So this is what I'm worried about right here, right? Because if I go and I press get started, I'm worried. So like, see, if you could see the subdomain here, right? See how it says tradelab.arcade.io. So let's go and actually test that and see if this thing actually works and registers, right? Because again, we could just go ahead and test it, right? So again, we want to go to /checkout, right? And the fun thing is, so it goes. So the way the funnel works, right? It goes from this domain, right? There's no subdomain, to the subdomain, right? And then eventually it goes back to the just normal domain, right? Like in a folder. And so it's kind of interesting. So I think I'm going to just leave that right here. So I'm going to go create. That's a lead. And then we're going to create another one. Same thing. This is going to be purchase. And this is going to be beta purchase. And this is going to be 50, 500. And I don't know what the thank you page is. It might just be thank you. You might be taken to a calendar. So I need to create a thank you page. But for right now, we're just gonna go ahead and continue on here. So I'm gonna not do a purchase quite yet. Actually, let's go. This is my web builder that I use. I want to confirm that I don't have a thank you page. So we're going to go to the dashboard here. Over here, manage sites. So after purchase, do I have a thank you page? Process, no. Funnels. So I believe, so it's not this. So it's not that. It might be congrats. So I think I'll leave it. I'll have congrats, like /congrats. I'll edit this later because I think it's gonna be a little bit better here. Or it might go. Damn. Yeah, I think it after you purchase, it goes directly to the app is probably what it does. But I want to have a congrats page. I want to have a thank you page. So we'll do that. We'll go here. We'll go /congrats, and we'll do that. Again, so we're probably not going to register any purchases right now because it doesn't currently direct to slash congrats. But hey, let's go ahead and just and see. Okay. So overview, we want to go to events manager, test the events. And then again, we want to go over here and we want to, how do we test another one? Maybe clear activity. Yeah, we want to do this. And then slash, let's actually see if it registers on TradeLab. And so this is the app itself. And so, yeah, look at that. So it does register on TradeLab, which is great news. And so we don't want to use that as the thank you page, because whenever anyone logs in, it probably would register as that. So we'll keep that as separate for right now. But let's do, let's do arcade.io/checkout. And let's see if that registers here. Yep, perfect. So that should do it there. And again, I don't know if this, I imagine because we set up the custom conversions, let's go November 7th, right? Update. See, I'm not sure if that's going to be sufficient for that, but the pixel is live on that, so I'm not too worried about it. So I feel good about where we're at here. And so now, again, we are now at a point where we could launch a profitable ad, right? So define your campaign goal. So we're going to go over to the ads manager. So we're in here, right? We want to go to create. And we want to go to, let's read. So lead generation, if you're using a form or a lead magnet. Conversions, if you're sending people to a specific offer page with a sign up CTA. I think I might want to just go for conversions. Yeah, so start with conversions. It's saying, yeah, let's go to conversions. And so, yeah, look at that. So it's not even giving me conversions. I mean, I assume it's going to be sales, right? But again, whenever I'm not sure, I pretty much just ask the AI for consultation. And by the way, like my AI is programmed to know about my business. By the way, I didn't even read what I'm searching for here. So I'm kind of scared what might be there. If I have anything weird in my ChatGPT history, please leave me alone. Anyways, so what do I do to set up profitable ads? So again, we're going to see what it recommends us to do. My coffee's getting a little cold, so I might step away, grab some coffee, and come back in a tad. There are 2 of you watching. You guys are absolute weirdos, but I appreciate you, okay? I'm really doing this, again, hopefully to have some record in the future when we're successful, of what it took. But there's no guarantee, right? But you're along for the ride, and I appreciate that. So let's go ahead and go over here. We want to go back over here, and here's what it says. So we want to basically set up profitable ads. We want to select sales. Cool. We'll select sales and continue. The campaign settings. Okay, so you no longer need to choose a campaign setup, now called Advantage. Press OK. Cool. So I've made my mind up about how much I'm going to spend. I'm currently hiring a virtual assistant, and I pay them, let's pay them a very small amount, to be fair, to do a job. I'm using those funds to to use here, right? So I pay them $4 an hour, which is insane, right? Over 8 hours a day. So I'm just going to basically use that exact same amount. So literally $4 $4. So 4 times 8 is 32. So I'm using $32 a day. And so again, my budget, let's literally like go like this and ask if we, we're going to go literally asking step by step, any recommendations? Any recommendations? There's a typo, but we'll leave it. Any recommendations for this here? For the budget component of this, of my meta ads. And sometimes when I'm like whispering, my mic is over here, so I kind of speak to myself as I type. I normally don't do that, of course, when I'm working, but obviously since we're live here, I want to make sure that you are kept in the loop. But sometimes if you can't hear me, I apologize, okay? Because I normally don't whisper to myself when I work. So recommended settings based on your $32 per day. Budget strategy. So we want to do this campaign budget. Okay, so I think we're going to leave that, right? So daily budget, that's fine. And again, we're testing. It's great. And so we want to keep track of those things. Amazing. And so again, right now, there's no guarantee that we're going to be able to scale these ads, plain and simple, right? So what we'll do is we'll keep it at this level until we find something that is able to scale, is my plan, okay? So bid strategy, highest volume, great. Advanced settings. So let's go to this. Ad scheduling. Only show ads during peak times. So I don't run during peak. I don't take sales calls anymore. Maybe in the future we'll test out a different offer, but for right now, it's self-checkout. So max, I don't care about max budget. I don't want to do budget increase here. Yeah, I think I'll just leave that. So two or three different ad creatives, same budget. Let Meta optimize after 3 or 4 days. Okay, cool. So now it's really about creating we will run an A/B test. Actually, we're gonna ask. I'm almost like a robot now. I do have some creative capacity, but I will admit to whoever that I have no idea what I'm doing, right? I'm basically just like everyone else, trying my best, right? And that's got me a far way, and I think AI is super great. So let's just continue here, right? So A/B test, perfect. How about this section? Literally just asking it, right? What do we do in this section? And hopefully it gives us some, and again, to be fair, right? There's no guarantee that this will work. Even though this is AI, of course, right? There's no guarantee that this will work. This is basically a shot in the dark, and it's giving me a baseline to try. And there's no guarantee that this, in fact, it's highly likely this won't work, right? So we're gonna go ahead and just try it. So leave this off for now. Is expensive and not beginner friendly. Instead, test variations manually within the ad sets, 2 through creatives. Okay, cool. So audience segmenting, leave this blank for now. once you have data coming in, you can manually define, engage, and existing audiences in advertiser settings, but it's not required. And again, if you're a marketer, right? Maybe you have different a take on this, but for right now, I'm going to leave it. I mean, so okay. So for right now, I think I'm going to just press next, right? But I do have a question in my mind, like, dude, I already have like emails, like list of historical customers. So potentially I would want to upload like a lookalike audience. So, but anyways, let's continue on here. Set up conversion event. So, so there's no lead. I wonder why Arcade's Pixel. View content. So I guess it has a lead already. I have no idea why that is like that. Conversion location, that's fine. So let's go ahead and just do this here. And by the way, like I'm using Google Chrome as my browser and then using GPT as like a sort of sidebar. I've tried their browser, Atlas. It's not my favorite. That's why I had that as my default browser for like a week, and I hated it. So I went back to this setup. So sales look like desktop only. Interesting. Okay. Hey, I mean, I'm just gonna literally follow the instructions, man. Performance goal. Data set. Cool. Conversion event. So set up conversion event. So the interesting thing is that they're telling me we want to track leads, but right here it's grayed out. I can't even click it. So that's so weird. So we'll do, let's see what this says. Schedule, purchase, subscribe. So yeah, what does this say? Oh, interesting. So we're gonna need to set up a custom event. Initiate checkout, add to cart, search. This is interesting. So yeah, we want to do technology, right? And we want to do lead. Interesting. This is very interesting to me. Sorry, I'm nerding out here. So let's do this here. Cool. So now let's go ahead and do, I think we want to do on page load. It's the same thing as what we did earlier. But I'm gonna ask. So inline action would basically be when they do something on a page. Event, I really don't know. Yeah, now page load, inline action. Page load would basically be when the page loads up, right? Which would basically be like the thank you page, for example, right? Or the purchase page. So it's like the redirect page. So I think we probably would want to do this here. Yeah, page load for sure. Great. So we're going to go over here, go back to this, and then we're going to go to our checkout page and then paste it right here inside the settings. So tracking codes. And let's see where this wants us to paste. Bring this back over here. So I'm not sure if this is where I should paste this, in the body or the, yeah, paste it in the head is what. So we'll go over here, paste it like this. And then this, I'm not sure if that's saved, unfortunately. And we won't actually do site settings, unfortunately. Head. Site settings. We do not want to do site settings. We want to do this. Perfect. That didn't save, so we're good there. Tracking codes. And then we want to go back over here. Interesting. So you want to add a code snippet to the actual submit button. So I don't know how that's going to work. I feel like this should be fine. Let's publish this page. Publish the entire website, actually. And once that goes live, hopefully we could test this out. Triggering event. Okay. Yeah, we're going to test events shortly here once this goes live. And again, I'm purposely leaving this out because we don't have a, like, possibly I can go and put this in the button, but I don't think that's how it's going to work. So, but we could try. Let's just go test it out first. Test events. Cool. So this didn't take me to test events. We're going to go to the pixel and then test events over here. And again, I've never done any of this stuff before, so if I look a little out of place, just know that it's because I am. So we want to go same thing here, /checkout. And so now I think we should be able to see some. So page view, I'm not sure if that is sufficient. It says no activity. So let's go done. It didn't give us what we want, unfortunately. So go back over here, technology, lead. Excuse me. Cool. Oh no. Yeah, so this is what I did wrong. I thought for some reason I felt like this was a thing that you had to do. So let's see where does it say to add the code just below the head tag. So we'll do both of these just like literally right here. Post that. Cool. This time we posted just that one. So it's clear activity. And retest this event. So for some reason, it didn't go live, but maybe we tested it too soon. Clear activity. Try this again. Give it another shot here. So again, I'm thinking that was done, but we need to ensure that it was done. So again, we want to go back up here, go back to technology, go to lead. And for some reason, it still says no activity yet. And so maybe it's because we didn't do this. There's a chance. Republish this page. And that's done publishing. So now we want to go back over here, press done. And then let's retest this. So again, it's still saying that same thing. Maybe it's because I'm pressing the wrong thing here. So that's an event still, but it's just a page view. So maybe it's wrong here. Yeah, so let's try this again. I mean, so again, it seems like that was done, but it's still slightly confusing to me why it's saying that. Let's try it again. So now we should see a separate one. See how it just says page view still. So let's paste it in here. Pasted the tracking code and also created a custom conversion event. And I don't know if it is working. Yeah, because I mean, this just looks like a page view. It doesn't necessarily look like it's reading the lead. I think it should have a separate thing. Yeah, so it should have a separate thing here. So what we'll do is go back over here and I'll just submit my thing as a lead. I'll run the process manually. Just do this. I mean, it technically should just automatically kind of catch it. Yeah, perfect. So it got all of these things. And it's still not getting us our lead. It should be, rather than page view, it should be a lead. So interesting. Interesting. So let's zoom out. Copy this. It should just say lead right here, from what I understand. Yeah. So weird. It should be working, but it is not. Well, let's go back. Try again. So, to confirm, we have this here. Page settings, tracking codes. Oh, look, that didn't save. This might be kind of what we want to do here as well. Let's just add it to the tag manager. Perfect. Great. Hide that. And we're going to go here. Should be good. Interesting. I believe I have a container account already. Yep, right here. I already have that. All right, I'm going to exit this setup. It was helpful, but I don't care to submit any information here. No. So again, for some reason, that thing that we were trying to track disappeared in terms of like the code. So we don't have this here. I don't think that's, we do have the pixel already, but if you recall, I don't want this lead to be here anymore. How do I deselect? It's so weird. So it's still not a lead. Let's see. Okay, go back, see if this, it still says lead here. Yeah, so we want to delete this because this is not working and it's actually slightly redundant. So we want to go over here. Oh, look at that. So it actually is registering. That is so odd. So I think that should be working. So if I go over here, even though it didn't register in terms of our tests, right, on the test page, but it looks like it's working. So I just want to make sure that that is, in fact, what we're witnessing here. Again, there's 2 people, which is insane. Hope you guys are doing well. Let me know if you have any questions. Around the 1 hour mark, or when we're done setting up this pixel and getting everything squared away, I'll probably take a little break, get some more coffee, go to the restroom, then I'll come back on and maybe do a little live stream later where I'm going to be launching some bots. So we'll do that a little later. Cool. So this looks good. So we'll leave that. We'll leave that as it is. Thank God. Okay, so I was a little confused there. So that's great. So this is working here. So we want to go ahead and do this. So ask it if it has any questions here. For these sections. I don't think we want to have any. Yeah, we want to leave that blank. Cool. So we were going to leave all that blank. Standard 7 days, 1 day view. Cool. Ad set, spending limits. Cool. I'm going to add an end date just because I want to keep a close tab on this. So the 7th. Today is the 7th. So let's go for a full week. Well, maybe a week and a day. Cool. Sweet. More settings, budget scheduling. So we don't care about that. And then audience here. So we'll do this, and then when I come back, I'll probably create the ad creatives. Cool. So I wonder how I want to go and actually edit this. Click show more controls. Yeah. So it's interesting because cool. So right now, we're gonna go ahead and add interests. Custom audiences. So I wonder, I'm gonna add, so again, I'm clicking these random buttons. I have no idea what to click here. So let's see a little more of this here. Cool. We'll do this right here. Again, we're trying to make this as foolproof as possible here. So under detailed targeting, again, I might be blind. So for the blind, we're gonna do this, detailed targeting. Perfect. Perfect. So, cool. So we're just gonna literally trading view. No, we don't want birthday in March. Huh. So for some reason it didn't pop up there. We don't really want Forex because we don't integrate with Forex yet, but we do have crypto. So unfortunately we can't do that. Let's do options. Trading strategy. We're just gonna add, even though it's kind of off this list, I'm gonna add it here. I don't really want investors because that's more of like a long term. We definitely want algo trading. Online trading academy, perfect. Electronic trading platform. We'll do signals because again, a lot of people who use signals obviously are going to be interested in bots, right? Let's see what else. Crypto trading is what we're looking for earlier. Cool. And then we'll just do just like trading in general. Yeah, don't know. So we'll do stock trading if it's not already on there. So let's do think or swim. Again, this is slightly different than, let's do alpaca. That's who we integrate with. Broker. No. Okay. Engage shoppers. So perfect. We'll do might be interesting to target. Yeah, target higher income people later on. For right now, we're just gonna go ahead and do this here. So crypto, all of that. Let's do Iman. How do you spell Iman's name? Again, I kind of want to I don't know. Can we define this further? No. I wonder if this is an and or an or thing. How can we define this even more? I will do men. And let's just gender men. And you're right. I'm gonna go. Most of my customers are gonna be, historically speaking, in this age range. I'll go all the way up to like 55 actually. Definitely not super. Well, most of them are like 30, 40, but definitely have some older people in there. I mean, I don't know. There's actually a few that are older. We'll do 65 plus. There are some that are older. Man, it's kind of tough. Thinking of one customer specifically who's older, we'll do 60, 20 to 60. Okay, so we're just gonna add that in here. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just leave it like this for right now. Save audience. First test. Save. And I want to add one more thing, because a lot of my best customers are going to be like entrepreneurs. Into like, yeah, we'll do that. And we'll update this. Again, like most of my best audiences, and like I don't know if I could do like a lot of my best customers as well, like trading influencers. So we'll just do coach. Trading coach. No. Cool. So we'll just leave it like that. Cool. All those things are fine. Cool. Again, so I'm just reading this over. Okay. So Cool. So just do that there. Perfect. Show more settings. Cool. So we'll do that. Cool. I need to change my page on my profile picture on my Threads account. Ad setup. And so right now I'm going to pause, come back. I'll start a whole new stream. It's been about an hour. Start a whole new stream when I do the ad creative piece. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed watching me do a few different things, right? We're using AI to actually help grow the business, right? So we made sure our pixel was in a good spot. We tested our conversions on Facebook ad manager, and from there we went ahead and basically are now at a point where we're past the campaign setup, past the ad set setup, and we're actually going to be able to work on the creatives shortly when I come back. So see you then. Bye.